What happens to an acid or a base in a water solution? By this activity you can understand. Have a look. When a hard glass test tube is taken, into that small quantity of sodium chloride is taken. To that, with the help of filler, drop by drop, sufficient volume of H2SO4 is added. As finish adding the sulfuric acid to the sodium chloride, immediately it is fitted with a single hole rubber cork. Through that hole, L-shaped delivery tube is inserted. And after a few seconds, if you see, you can see the rising of some vapors. These vapors start to come out through this delivery tube. At the mouth of delivery tube, first we place blue litmus paper. Dry blue litmus paper. When these vapors, whichever release, get in contact with the dry blue litmus paper, no changes will take place. Okay, now these vapors are made into contact with the wet blue litmus paper. After a few seconds, if you see, the part of litmus paper whichever contact with the vapors so come out from the delivery tube make the litmus paper to change its color to red. So following this, what we can conclude? The vapors so produced are acidic in nature. That is a basic property. Identification test, no. Acid changes blue litmus paper to the red. But why did it not happen in the case of dry litmus paper? That is due to the absence of moisture. Okay, and if you see this reaction, NaCl plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4, that is sodium sulfate that remains in the test tube, and HCl. The HCl vapor so rised up, it changed the blue litmus, that also wet blue litmus paper to red color. And now you may get the doubt. Okay, the acids and bases in water solution, what do they produce? Okay, why do these vapors didn't change the color of the dry litmus paper? So now see, when this HCl dissolves in water, they release H plus ions. These H plus ions combines with water remains as hydronium ion. These hydronium ions cause for the acidic property for this compound. In the same way, sodium hydroxide, when it is dissolved in water, it produces Na plus and OH minus. So base releases hydroxyl ions in water. Acid releases hydronium ions. This one stated by the Arrhenius in his ionic theory. Okay, already you learn about neutralization reaction. Once you recall, anyone? Say the definition of neutralization. A reaction which takes place between an acid and base is called neutralization reaction. Okay, now see here. This is the acid, HX, where X is the halogen, and or a negative radical, MOH, a base, where M is the metal. When the reaction takes place between these two, the respective molecule splits into ions. This M, that is positive charged ion, combines with the negative charged particle, results to form MX. The MX is nothing but salt. And the remaining H plus OH minus combined together settle as water. This is the actual mechanism whichever is taking place during the neutralization reaction. Now, if the acids and bases are added to the water, it is a very dangerous one. Means it is highly exothermic. During this dilution process, large amount of heat energy generates. Sometimes this heat energy damages the apparatus also. So that's why we have to be careful. So to avoid all those, all the time, the concentric acid or the base are added to the water drop by drop for dilution. Okay, we should not add water directly to the either concentric acid or the base. It causes for explosion also. So that's why dilution process is an exothermic reaction. But during this dilution process, what is happening? By adding water or by adding the concentric solute or acid or the base to the water, the percentage of hydronium ions or percentage of hydroxyl ions in the respective solutions decreases. So the decrease in the concentration of these hydronium and OH minus ions is called dilute.